and we're just really happy to be here in the studio this morning and hear from everyone here with the City and Mastercard. At this time, I will bring to the podium Mr. Koryate Hauser, Deputy of Director for the Department of Innovation and Economic Opportunity.
Thanks, Sam. Good morning, everybody. I'm Koryate Hauser, and I serve as the Deputy Director for the Department of Innovation and Economic Opportunity. Today, the City of Birmingham is joined by Mastercard executives to announce small business resources intentionally curated for Birmingham small businesses. We'll hear from our very own Mayor Randall Woodfin. We'll also hear from Michael Froman, the Vice Chairman and President of Strategic Growth for Mastercard, Linda Kirkpatrick, who's the President of North America Mastercard, and then Ursula Smith, the founder of Ursula Smith Dance Company. Again, thank you for joining us today. We'll get started with Michael Froman with Mastercard.
Well, thanks very much, Koryate, and it's great to be back in Birmingham and to be here with my colleagues from Mastercard, and we've had a great morning touring around this historic district and having a round table with some local stakeholders who are helping to inform what we're doing here. Getting involved in inclusion and making sure that as we come out of this crisis that our recovery is inclusive of everybody has been critical to Mastercard for more than a decade. We've been involved in reaching out to people to make sure that the economy would work for them, that if they didn't have a relationship to the financial system, that they could build one. If they were a small business that had the opportunity to grow, that we could support them. We've done this all around the world. And of course, with the murder of George Floyd last year, Mastercard committed as part of our In Solidarity efforts $500 million to address the racial wealth and opportunity gap across America, initially focusing on 7 cities, and Birmingham, of course, at the top of that list. So it's great to be here to talk about all the things that we can do together, whether it's bringing our small business support, our financial inclusion support, financial literacy work, our data and analytics, our ability to help Birmingham attract tourists to Birmingham and help promote Black-owned small business here. These are all things that we care deeply about, and we know that Mayor Woodson and his administration also care deeply about, and it's been a pleasure and honor to work with him on that. This is a long-term effort. We're here for the day today, but we're going to be back. We have our local teams, and we have people who across all of our employee base who are committed to working with Birmingham for the years to come to really address these long-standing issues. And we're delighted to be welcomed here by so many. So with that, let me turn it over to Mayor Woodson, who's been a great partner in this effort to date, and with whom we look forward to working. Take care.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. So they keep laughing because it's Woodfin. You got me. We got him. We're good. No seriousness. Good morning, everybody. I understand Michael and his team. Mastercard team, raise your hand. Where are you? Because I know y'all are deep today. I had a chance to spend some time with y'all yesterday, and you know how to recruit. You got folk from Chicago and San Fran and from all over the world, so thank you. I want to thank Ursula, too, for allowing us to be in her studio today. And I want to thank Dewana Thompson, our CEO of the Birmingham Civil Rights Institute, as well as Isaac Cooper, chairman of the BCRI board, as well as his board members for the hospitality they have provided today to Mastercard, exposing our friends and partners at Mastercard to not only Birmingham, but connecting our history with our present. So thank you. Thank you both. Listen, I'm excited, and I hope you all are excited as well to join us all for the news that I believe is very, very critical to Birmingham's future and growth, but most importantly to our small business community here in Birmingham today. I'm happy to announce that Birmingham is the first municipality in Alabama to be a part of the Mastercard program that is designed to help what we call cash-only. Cash-only businesses establish a digital format to accept payment from consumers. And it's called Ascend Birmingham program. Again, that's Ascend Birmingham. And I want to tell you why it's important. You know, so many small businesses based in our city are not set up. They're not set up to receive credit or debit payments for their products. In addition to that, many of them do not have websites and web presence that we believe, and I know Mastercard shares this belief, that is critical in today's marketplace. The World Games will be here next year. I think many of you all know that. And the city of Birmingham is excited to host the World Games. But one of the main requirements to qualify as a vendor is to have a website that represents the quality of the work for that business and for that business can deliver. The platform used by the World Games will not only be viewed by those in this country, but around the globe. This program is just another way to help small businesses remain competitive, but also possibly expand and gain even more customers. So let's get into it. Ascend Birmingham will give these businesses the tools to grow their business online by offering free website software, access to a Square to accept digital payments, and assistance from advisors and more. So many of our black-owned businesses were hit hard by COVID-19 pandemic. And then you had the civil unrest brought on by George Floyd's untimely death. And I'm glad to know that organizations like Mastercard, and I talked about this for quite some time last year, many organizations took a look inside themselves. And this conversation wasn't just had at the kitchen table. It wasn't just had at home or in the classroom or in forums online. But it was held at the C-suite level. It was held at the boardroom. And I'm glad to know an organization like Mastercard said, let's pause, let's reflect, what can we do? Let's not just talk about it. Let's put our money where our mouths is, and let's put commitment and resources on the ground to change this conversation. And so Ascend Birmingham is a great way. Ascend Birmingham is a great way to help organizations, small businesses, black-owned businesses rebound by providing contactless, safe, and socially distanced business practices. Now, what's going to happen here is the whole idea and concept of opening digital doors for our small business community. And that will go a long way in helping us reach our goal in making Birmingham a hub for small and minority-owned businesses in our region. I want to tell everybody how to apply. You can apply for this opportunity as an African-American small business in Birmingham. Please visit bit.ly/ascend-Birmingham. Now, I don't know why they made that so hard. I told them. I'm going to get up here and say that. I asked them, should I spell it out? So that's bit.ly/ascend-Beham. Again, bit.ly/ascend-Beham. I hope that works. I hope that's helpful. But that's not all. Today we're here in the Ursula Smith Dance Company because its founder, Ursula Smith, has been selected as part of Mastercard's National Priceless campaign, which highlights creative businesses offering unique experiences for patrons. You know, she is a true example of how moving a company towards a digital platform in 2020 helped her survive the global pandemic. That honor is also shared by two other businesses, Evan and Eleni Christian, owners of Pen Inspiration Birmingham, and Tanisha Sims Summers, founder and CEO of Naughty But Nice Kettle Corn Company. Again, I'd like to thank Mastercard for their commitment to our small business community. And to our business owners, know that we value your entrepreneur spirit, your hustle, your grind, your work ethic, and most importantly, your creativity in supporting Birmingham. I want you all to know that we're not only in your corner, but we'll continue to fight for your success. That was a lot of words, so let me get out of the way and say thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mayor Woodfin. Now we'll have Linda Kirkpatrick come up as well.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you. And on behalf of everyone at Mastercard, we are thrilled to be able to announce Ascend Birmingham today in partnership with the Mayor's Office and his Office of Development and Opportunity. We are thrilled that this initiative is going to support our small business community and bring them into the fully digital economy to meet the needs of their consumers who are digital first and digital centric. So making these small businesses relevant to the audiences and communities in which they serve is now more important than ever in our post-pandemic environment. Small businesses represent 99% of all businesses in the United States. So that means small business is big business. And they employ 60 million people. So it's no surprise that it is our priority to give these institutions the tools and the capabilities they need to not only survive, but to thrive for the long term. So this tool we are providing, think of it as small business in a box. It's a curated and customized kit that will allow small businesses to have access to website development, the opportunity to accept contactless and chip payments in a safe and secure way, the opportunity to access accounting advisors, and then, of course, the opportunity to get cyber and intelligence tools and capabilities to deal with the highly digital environment that we're operating in. Because with the advancement of e-commerce and digitization also comes the threat of cyber criminals. And so arming these organizations and small businesses with the tools they need to be successful is our priority. Now, I am just thrilled that we can be a part of the revitalization of this amazing city. And to be connected and lock arms with small businesses like that of our host today is something that gives us great joy. Ursula Smith, like so many small businesses, had to pivot to a digital environment during the pandemic. And as the mother of a dancer, I know how difficult that is. I know firsthand. I felt an immediate connection to Ursula because her dedication to her students and to this community is what is going to bring it back in a sustainable way. So it gives me great privilege and pleasure to announce our host, Miss Ursula Smith.
I was already crying last night, but I'm going to be brief, you guys. But I just want to say, first of all, thank you to Mastercard for this great resource. And I'm going to tell you the importance of why it's so important. I want to say thank you, Mayor Woodfin and your team, for making it possible and you bringing this great resource here in Birmingham. You know, entrepreneur life is not easy. It requires faith as a lifestyle and not faith for a moment. You have to have the capacity and the ability to withstand rejection, lack of resources, and just overall opposition, adversity. So as of February 1st of 2020, I opened the door in this historic, legendary building, A.G. Gaston, one of our first black billionaires here in Birmingham, right? With high hopes of impacting my community and stretching my capacity to reach children, youth, and adults. Literally, March 13th of 2020, I had to shut my doors. And I was telling some of the people, I was like, you know, I stood right there where you were standing. And my parents looked me in my face and they said, Ursula, is this real? And I was like, well, I don't know, let's just see. And then you literally see the world crash and the world close down. Now, did I cry? Yes. But I said, we're going to digital. Didn't know anything about it, but I had got creative. I could not bear the hurt on my babies' faces. I deal with from ages 3 years old through adults. We immediately went digital. So you mean to tell me this is what I was doing? I was being creative, transforming homes. They're there every day. And I had to pull them out for 45 minutes, 2-3 times a week, and be creative to where it didn't feel like home. So from March 13th of 2020 to April of 2021, I conducted 127 virtual classes, rehearsals, from ages 3 through adults. I also became a film director, right? So what we normally would do in the theater, I had to pivot and make a film. So that's what you see back there. We called it, I did a spin on my brown sugar nutcracker. We did a spin on it. We called it Brown Sugar in the Magic City. It was good, though. It was good. But I'm going to tell you, I think I told you, Mayor, I think I told you, I said, now, we ain't have a film permit now. We were just literally, you know, like have pop-up shops. We were just popping up over the city. I got you. I was like, okay, y'all meet me here, and we're going to film. But I literally navigated 76 children, youth, and adults through the city of Birmingham, highlighted the historical points of Birmingham from the Civil Rights District, letting them know what the Children's March meant, from the Vulcan, from the high point of our city, to Sardis Baptist Church. Even in this establishment where Jesse Jackson and Martin Luther King would have meetings. This building that we're in is legendary in itself. Dr. A.G. Gaston employed almost 400 people. You had Walgreens, First Black Bank, Citizens Trust, Booker T. Washington Insurance Company, all of those things, which I feel like I'm a thread of that legacy today by making an impact for generations to come. Now, I just want to close because you guys feel my passion, because as a small business owner, a black female small business owner, we are the thread and the makeup and the heartbeat of the city. So if we're lacking resources and the ability to pivot, the product and services are not the issue. It's the capital, access to wealth, so we can build a legacy, not just for our city, but for our families, our children, and our children's children. So I thank you, Mastercard. I find it not strange that you are pivoting to this place where businesses, black-owned businesses, have been able to be catapulted from this very building. So it's all significant today. I'd like to thank you for your time, Ms. Linda. Everybody's involved, Mastercard. Mayor Wolfman, thank you so much, because you guys did not have to choose me. But I thank you for giving me the opportunity to tell my story and to be a light and continue to be an impact to my community. Thank you so much.
All right, round of applause for Ursula and Tanisha here also, who is a part of our Prices campaign, Naughty But Nice. She did get on to me because I didn't tell her to bring popcorn, so excuse me for that. But next time we'll have popcorn when you guys are back, all right? But that concludes our day today. Thank you again. Huge thank you to Mastercard and your team, everybody in the back that made this happen today. We are excited about these resources for small businesses here in Birmingham, and again, curated especially for Birmingham. So any information that you guys need, including the website that Mayor Woodfin gave, please feel free to reach out to our department, the Department of Innovation and Economic Opportunity. And with that, today I think we're going to close. But again, thanks to everybody for joining us, and have a good day.